The best swordsmen in human history were said to be those that dedicated themselves to their art. They would spend countless hours mastering their technique, and if good enough, they would pass these skills on to younger warriors. It's been said that we will never truly know who the greatest warrior or swordsmen were, as many have perished and been forgotten. However, there have been stories and legends that have been passed down, and these have helped us to understand what some of these individuals did to achieve these skills. All over the planet, there were stories of great warriors, and some of these were said to have never lost a duel. It's these individuals that have inspired TV shows and movies, and thanks to historians, we have been able to unravel the mysteries surrounding some of these warriors. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be taking a look at the most legendary swordsmen throughout history that were unbeatable. Sasaki Kojiro. A widely known Japanese swordsman who was born in the year 1585 is Sasaki Kojiro, also known as Sasaki Ganryu. He was born at a prefecture which borders between Ishikawa Prefecture and Gifu Prefecture. History has it that he grew up to study Chujuru of sword, but there was no concrete evidence to back up who his master was. Nevertheless, two people were mentioned and one of them was rumoured to have trained him. This was either Kanamaki Jisai or Toda Seigen. Sasaki stayed with his master until he had a fight with his master's younger brother and defeated him. After this, he left his master and founded his own school of Japanese swordsmanship, named Ganryu. A part of Japanese history said that he was 18 years of age at that time when he left to travel to various provinces. Because of the fame his school carried, and due to the fact that he had been regarded as a successful swordsman because of many duels he won, Sasaki was honoured by a Japanese samurai warrior, Lord Hosokawa Tadoki. Sasaki was also known for his unique sword, which he started by wielding a nodashi and used one he called Monoho Shizao. One of the popular duels he had during his lifetime was one with Miyamoto Musashi. History will not be fair and completed if Miyamoto isn't mentioned when narrating the life story of Sasaki. Miyamoto had heard about the success story of Sasaki, so he challenged him to a duel. There were several unrelated reports about the duel, but the common one is that Miyamoto Musashi intentionally came late for the duel to unsettle Sasaki Kojiro. Sasaki almost won the fight, but he was blinded by the sunset behind Miyamoto, who struck him on the skull with his oversized wooden sword. This was the last fight Sasaki fought before he passed away on the 13th of April 1612. Regardless of this story, he's still known today as one of the greatest warriors to have wielded a blade. Suka Harabakudan. Suka Harabakudan was born in the year 1489. Bakudan, earlier known in his lifetime as Bakudan Yoshikawa of the Hitachi province, was adopted by the Sukahara family and named Sukahara Shinemon Takamoto. Bakudan's adopted father was a warrior. He trained him in the Tenshin Shodan Katori. Bakudan was full of potential and always looking to learn more skills. He went ahead to learn warrior's ascetic. He didn't stop there. He travelled around Japan meeting with skillful swordsmen and training with them. This helped him to be knowledgeable and skillful in his quest for becoming a great warrior. By the time he had honed his skills, he became a rich titled peer of the realm, a classic knight-errant with a lot of followers and students. Bakudan could hardly travel without a full entourage by his side. He became popular for his innovation of a new and unique Kashima style of Kenjutsu. He had it in mind to set up his own school, so he went to seek inspiration and permission from the deity of Kashima Shrine. After this, he founded Kashima Shinto-ryu, which brought a new idea in ways of teaching the people of Kashima the local martial arts. There were reports that Suka Harabakudan had a duel with Miyamoto Musashi, but this report was later dismissed as it had no basic fact. History showed that Musashi didn't meet with Bakudan, as the latter had died 13 years before Musashi was born. Bakudan died of a natural cause, and interestingly, though he had duelled 20 times in his lifetime, fought 37 battles, and had over 200 records of winning. His passing on didn't occur on the battlefield or in a duel. Nakano Takako. Another swordsman that made this list is Nakano Takako. Unlike the two swordsmen mentioned previously, Nakano was a woman. She is considered to be one of the best female warriors to grace the battlefield. Nakano Takako was born into the family of Nakano Heinai and Koko in a city called Edo in Japan. Being the eldest daughter of the family, her parents enrolled her for a training in martial arts under the protection of Akaoka Daisuke. A very brilliant and smart kid, Nakano was fast in learning the martial and literary arts. At a point in time, her teacher adopted her and Nakano became more focused in martial arts. She was under her adoptive father for a long time and graduated into becoming a martial arts instructor. In the year 1868, Nakano migrated to Aizu and was one of the warriors that fought in the Battle of Aizu. In fact, she wasn't just a fighter, she was the leader of a female group who fought independently in the battle. Nakano's exit in the world occurred during the war against Agaki domain. History has it that Nakano fought fearlessly in the battle and ended the lives of 5 to 6 samurai who wanted to capture her alive. She was later shot in the chest and she fell on the battleground. Nakano knew quite well that her enemies would capture her head and parade it as a trophy. She wasn't ready to be disgraced, so she told her sister Yuko, who was with her at the battle, to cut off her head and have it buried. Yuko heeded to the request and saved Nakano the shame by cutting off her head and having it buried under a pine tree in Hokkai Temple. Her legacy remains strong to this day, as during the annual Aizu Autumn Festival, groups of girls can be seen wearing headbands in her honor. Donald McBain. Moving away from swordsmen in Japan, Donald McBain was a Scot, a notable swordsman, a colonel, and a fencing master. Born in the year 1664 on a Scottish highland, a list of the greatest duelists of all time won't be completed if Donald's name is not mentioned. At the age of 23, Donald McBain ran away from home and joined the British Army under the name Duke of Marlborough. After becoming a full-time soldier, most of his service was within Europe. Donald McBain fought in the War of the Spanish Succession, which happened between 1701 and 1714. He also participated in 15 engagements and 16 fights, including Blenheim in 1704 and Malplaquet in 1709. McBain was full of surprises during his lifetime, as he was also an author. Most people know him as a book author and not as a swordsman. He released a book in the year 1728, which he titled The Expert Swordsman's Companion. He passed away on April 12, 1732. Miyamoto Musashi. The last swordsman to be mentioned is that of Miyamoto Musashi, who also doubles as an author. Musashi was a samurai without a master or a lord. He was a well-renowned strategist and philosopher, and well known for his double-bladed sword. Record has it that Musashi was never defeated throughout his duels, which spanned up to 61. Musashi didn't grow up to know his father. He was raised by his uncle, Dorin in Shurien Temple. It was during his stay with his uncle he learned Buddhism and basic skills such as writing and reading. Musashi was recorded as having eczema on his body that he contracted in his infancy. This was noted by many around him, but it didn't stop him from achieving his goal and becoming an honorary title holder in Japan, Sword Saint of Japan. It has been reported by some that this did affect his personality for a short period of his lifetime. Another interesting thing about Musashi is that it's said he never took a bath, and the reason for doing this was because he never wanted to be caught off guard. He would always want to be close to a weapon just in case an enemy decided to do a surprise attack. The Book of Five Rings, which was personally written by Miyamoto Musashi, gave a lot of insight into the life history of the great warrior. The book stated that Musashi had his first duel at the age of 13, and defeated a powerful adept at the age of 16. There were reports that Musashi's passing on was as a result of a thoracic cancer he had. He was writing his final book titled Dokudo before his death. But what do you all think of these incredible swordsmen and warriors? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.